Hi there, it's Michael Ackerman coming to you from Seattle, Washington, where I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bain. Today's video blog is for all you buyers out there that have been looking or are just starting to look for a home. And that is, you should be aware that you should work with an agent that allows and respects your comfort level with the process of purchasing a home. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. The way real estate used to work is we, the agents, used to have all the knowledge, and you had to come to us to find out what was on the market and what prices were, etc. Now you can go onto any given website and find out that information: how many bedrooms, bathrooms, what's on the market, what's sold, which is great. I find, and I've been selling real estate now for 22 years, but I have found that buyers used to take longer in the process from our first meeting to going out and touring homes to finally picking a home. Used to take longer than it does now. And it's an interesting phenomenon. I believe now that you, the buyers, because you have so much information online, even though you don't know that you're doing it, you're actually preparing yourself and educating yourself to be much more prepared when you eventually sit down and meet with an agent or broker to start your online or your real estate search. You've been searching online for 3 months, 6 months, a year. And even though you may not have conscientiously thought, I'm going to educate myself on the real estate market, you inadvertently have been educating yourself. You do have a good sense of value. You probably know the style of homes you like, what things have been selling for, so you have a sense of what's happening in the market, what neighborhood you want to be in. A really important step that I think is missed in all of this, because I, as an agent now, see my buyers when I meet with them for the first time, and I always have a sit-down interview with the buyers to find out what your wants and needs are and to tell you how I work. Between that and the time that we actually go out and look for a home and find a home that the buyer is interested in is a lot shorter than it used to be. Buyers a lot of times will pick out a home on the first outing, which I always am the voice of reason saying, are you sure this is the one? Are you sure this isn't too fast? I want you to feel like you've seen enough that you're making an educated decision instead of just an emotional one. But it's been interesting for me, and I think it's interesting for you to keep in mind as well, that you as a buyer should interview a couple agents, and you should interview someone who is going to respect your comfort level with this process. I've had buyers that have taken out and they've seen a really good house that appeals to them emotionally and is financially in their wheelhouse the first time out, but they're just not ready to make an offer. Psychologically and education-wise, they just don't feel comfortable enough to say, yes, this is the one. Some buyers do. We go out. I've had buyers make an offer on the first home that we've seen. I always respect the fact that buyers have different comfort levels, and you as a buyer owe it to yourself to make sure you're working with an agent that's going to respect that as well. Unfortunately, there's some agents out there that if you see a home you really like and the agent says, hey, this house is everything you said you wanted, and if you don't buy it, then you're going to move on and work with someone else. Don't work with an agent that's like that. You yourself need to pay attention and respect your own comfort level in the process, and your agent needs to do that as well. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you are all out there, if you're currently looking, do have agents that are respecting your comfort level in the process. But it's something that's not talked about a lot, and I think it's really important for you to be aware of it. I know I am when I work with buyers. So again, this is Michael Ackerman. I hope you've enjoyed this blog. Until we meet again, stay well, be good, and remember, it's all about the connection.